Hi, this is Damion Merry from Fine & Country, and this is my 2021 market overview, a record-breaking year. As the page turns on 2021, it's been a crazy year for the property market. There's been a series of plot twists and turns, making this a year to remember. Next year is likely to prove calmer, but after this year and last year, few would wish to predict the market a year from now. 2021 has proved to have so many twists and turns. The country began the year in lockdown, but demand for property flourished as spring took hold. Sales records were broken and demand continued apace. Buyers were eager to benefit from the stamp duty holiday, and over 500,000 purchasers benefited from the 0% property taxation in the first 9 months. Gardens, more space and quality broadband topped the wish list for buyers, with the shortage of supply strengthening price growth. Underpinned by the massive success of the vaccination program, normality resumed. Albeit for many, the daily commute has been consigned to history and hybrid working patterns becoming increasingly common. The economy has proved resilient, and the impact of the end of furlough is being less significant than predicted, and consumer confidence is bouncing back to pre-pandemic levels over the course of the year. However, the impact of price rises on household incomes makes interest rates rises likely, and the developing situation with Omicron variant will be monitored very closely. As the end of the year approaches, Zoopla report that the demand in the market continues to be stronger than usual. Although sales volumes and mortgages, they've actually fallen since the stamp duty holiday curtain fell at the end of September. The Bank of England reports 67,000 mortgages in October, which is the lowest since June of last year, but on a par with a monthly average witnessed between 2015 and 19. A shortage of homes for sale and new supply, particularly houses, continue to limit choice for those needing to move, although Rightmove report a 14% year-on-year increase in valuation requests, a sign of building momentum. 10% annual property price growth remains in double digits in the year to November, or the consensus forecast for next year for growth to pare back to a more stable 3.8%. Such growth is in line with the 3.9% predicted over the course of next year by the Office for Budget Responsibility, and inflation is anticipated to place pressure on consumer prices in the first half of next year. An interest rate rise is predicted, possibly when the Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee meet before the end of this year or next year. The £1 million market. The average price of a prime property in England and Wales is now over 1.15, which is a year-on-year increase of 6%. Activity levels in the £1 million market have soared. The Land Registry has logged over 18,000 property sales, priced of £1 million or more over the past year, of which half have been outside the capital. This compares to just 41% in 2018-19, and high-value areas outside the capitals have seen a swath of activity. 64 locations seeing 50 or more £1 million property purchases over last year, compared to 44 in 2018. While the proportion of sales in the prime market heartlands of London and the southeast have fallen, sales volumes in areas including the east of England and the southwest, they've soared. The majority of sales outside of London for large detached properties offering close to 3,000 square foot of space, while premium apartments and converted terrace properties account for 2/3 of the market in the capital. The opening of corridors in recent months have led to an increase in overseas purchasers. 5,500 property sales have been subject to the 2% surcharge for additional buyers introduced in April. Hope this is helpful. Look forward to seeing you all next year. It's my brief market update. Damion Merry, Fine & Country.